Hi, Charlotte. Okay, I wanted to show you a few things that I've been doing so you can understand how to do this yourself. So, what I've got put together here is what's called a session. So, it's a multi-track session, actually, is what it's called. And so you want to create a new one. I created one that's, I think it's called Tea Chante Final. And each of these tracks, you can just basically drop the clips in. And so you know, like that's the sign for session. These are clips, right? And so what I'm doing right now is I'm going through your narration and I am grabbing them and turning them into clips. So let's listen to this.
Shante and Teo were both part of the 7th Gen Summer Program, a college ready.
Okay, so then I'm switching back and looking at making sure, see where I'm at. I think there was narration 4 that I did. Here's another student who left South Dakota, but let's just double check because I stopped in the middle of what I was doing. So you want to number them and they'll line up according to number, usually like largest to smallest. It really doesn't, it just depends. So let's see, this is 4 that I just did.
And here's another student who left South Dakota to attend.
Yeah, so that's 4. So then the next one.
Here, Shante introduces herself. And here's another student who left.
Right. And so we start here.
Students and staff refer to.
Okay, so you could do a marker of this, and that by pressing M.
Students and staff refer to the college as St. Kate's.
Oh no, that's not where we're starting. Sorry. Delete. We're starting here.
Shante and Teo.
Right. So press an M.
Shante and Teo were both part of the 7th Gen Summer Program, a college readiness program focused on Native American students. Megan Redshirt Shah, who's
Okay. So I'm gonna check your audio. Okay, so this ends at even more difficult. So go back.
is at University of South Dakota. She says that finding professors, peers, and mentors who understand Native students is crucial to helping them succeed in college. But that can be difficult to find on some campuses, and the pandemic made creating those connections even more difficult.
All right, so we stop, and you can stop by pressing the space bar. Do a marker. So now I'm going to highlight all of this from marker 3 to 2, and then I'm going to right click and copy to new. And so what that does is that helps me separate these clips so that I can move them around better and stuff like that. I want to boost your audio. See, it's a little low, right? And so you highlight it and this thing pops up right here and you just move her up and watch it with your eyes. Watch it with your eyes. That might be too much. Let's watch it.
Shante and Teo were both part of the 7th Gen Summer Program, a college readiness program focused on Native Americans.
You don't want it to live in the red. So I'll probably go in and do this later. I'm just trying to get everything put together to see how long it is so far. But that little lip smack, we'll delete that. And then the other thing that I'll do with all of yours is this is all room sound. And I will go to effects and effects, favorites. Go under favorites, fade in. And that just makes it a little easier on the ears.
Shante and Teo.
So your narration sounds really good. So then once I finish doing all of that, and so this one I'm going to save as, and I'm going to call it Charlotte Narration 5. Okay. And once I've done all of those, then I start dropping them in. You can see I can drop this one in already. And then you just move these pieces around. Now, thank you so much for editing all these together and leaving the space. The way that I'm going to manage this is that I'm going to use this Razor Selected Clips tool. So you click on that and you just pick where you want. And then you have to go back to Move Tool. And then you can move it anywhere you want. And you can even move it down here. It turns it into a different color so you can sort of keep track of everything. And if there's too much on the end, you move these together to see.
Change from, what I've always knew.
Right.
I think they're the traditional sort of.
Right. Okay. And so you can, I don't know if you can hear it, but the breaths and all of that, that's why we do the fade in and fade out, which is why leaving me that space was very helpful. So, and then once we're finished and you have everything in the way that you want it, you go to File and you go to Export, Multi-Track Mixdown, pick the entire session, and that will mix it down. And you can do it. I recommend doing it as an MP3 because the WAV files are just way too big to really get anything done. But that's pretty much it.